Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypt Monkey Paints. I'm so happy I finished two really big commission jobs, which I was really excited to paint in the first place. I did put pictures in Discord. It was a water elemental and a crystal drake with a rider, and I am full on in love with the crystal drake. I love how it turned out. But anyway, so I was able to finish that, so we are going to be doing finishing touches on little babies that we started before. We got a lot of work done on him. Yay! That was totally blurry, but that's okay. I got his base. I put the icy stuff on, so I'm super excited. And we have stuff in Alter the Streams on Discord for you guys to look at. There's like a bunch of different awesome ones, which include a gold dragon, which I'm excited about. And I can't say it because it's like an inferno with a dinosaur or us at the end of it. It's like a infernurus. I have no idea how to say it. But basically, it's a freaking T-Rex with lava tubes on his back. And there's pictures. Wait, there's pictures down there of that particular one, which would be amazing to paint too. There's a whole big selection from I'm going to get Epic Miniatures, like literally anything from that whole page. You'll have to zoom in because there's so many, because they have huge releases every month, which they're awesome. Which this is epic. I'm sorry, that's not focusing. Hold on. Wait, I got to turn him because his axe is like amazing and in the way. Frost giant. Anyway, as you can tell, I have been running around like a crazy person, so I'm like, need to calm down. Get into my zone and my zen so that I can paint, because right now I'm like hopping off the freaking walls. So let's paint and I will calm down. So if you guys remember, let me move a few things because oh, hi Gareth. I should just not even have to look. I just hear that and I know that's Gareth coming in. I've got like things all kerfuffled and every which way, so I can't make room for myself here. Hold on one second. Reorganize all the crap that you guys can't see. Yes, I am like super in love with a million different things that are happening, but he is, so even like right at the end of the show last week, I just threw a little bit of stuff on his helm to kind of, because I needed to dirty it up some. And just those tiny little spots, I'm like, okay, now I kind of wanted to leave his helm alone because I love how it turned out. His beard looks awesome. His skin, I love how it's not smooth. It's breaky. It's got blue and it's got white. So I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with the leather. The things that I'm not terribly excited about yet are the boots from the boots, but I have some what's it called, pewter gray metallic that I want to put over that, and then that's going to look amazing. Yes, Gareth, I like how you announce yourself. It is kind of fun. And then we colored the sash blue right like at the very last minute because it was way too much brown. So we have a couple more things to play with, and then I think I'm going to be happy with this guy. So we're doing finishing touches on him, getting him down on his base, which turned out amazing. And it's really hard to get, but I'm going to try. So what I did was, we did all the painting and everything and the dry brushing and got all of that done. But then afterward, I put the acrylic medium over it. And I did that in a couple of different layers. And hopefully, even with that shine, let me try one thing. Let's darken it a little bit right there. Even with the shine happening, you should be able to see the texture of that acrylic medium on the top. So basically what it's doing now is when I put him on there, his feet look, get close up here. You can see that his feet stand above the color. So he looks like he's on a sheet of glass, which is what that's supposed to look like. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yes, I am very happy with the base. It turned out really awesome. And it's just that acrylic medium like I always use, which I am out of now. but I did buy the water texture by Vallejo, and it is a super thick. It's basically like acrylic medium is kind of thick, and I can kind of glob it on, but it'll kind of settle itself down, and as it gets more set, I can move it into directions. But with this water texture from Vallejo, it's really thick, so I think that's actually going to work better than the acrylic medium. So the next time I'm doing something with water, I will be testing that, and I am excited about that. So, all right, now I am just going to get to work on him, because if we can finish all of his details, I have another model sitting off to the side right over there that we can use, or we can continue doing details on as well, which I'm really happy with the base. The base is done and set off to the side and ready for him to be glued on, which I will probably do as soon as I can, because remember, he does not balance, but that's okay. Once he's glued on, he's going to balance. So, yay, painting time. I was really excited to finish those other ones. I'm going to put my arm in the way real quick. I'm going to move my light. Away. Stupid light. Hold on, guys. You already got your mystery box? What'd you get? Yeah, unfortunately for Regina, hers was like severely delayed. It actually got lost, and I had to ship her a different one. Huh. So we have a mystery box, I think it's number 15 if I remember right, that has just magically disappeared, and if it ever appears again, we will be back in the drawing. Damn it, Max! That got me really good. So we have a mystery box randomly floating around in the ether, so eventually we may get it back. I'm not sure. Probably won't, to be honest, but Regina had to wait for theirs, but they also got something that wasn't originally in the drawing in the first place, just because I felt really bad. And I also knew they loved the little flower dragon. Painting toes. It's amazing. What do you mean? Oh, you got the owl bear. That's awesome. I really liked that owl bear. It's funny because I know we put some painted ones in, but I don't think anybody's gotten a painted one yet.
Golden Ghosty, thanks for coming in. It looks like you chatted for the first time, so glad to have you.
Hi, Goldie. Golden Ghosty. That's
Golden Ghosty. That's
Golden. I'm trying. Well, see, normally what I do is I like kind of shorten everybody's name. So I'm trying to figure out if Golden or Ghosty is going to be your shorter name.
I guess that's what happens when you marry a man named Ty.
Yes.
T-Y.
Yes. Also, I'm lazy.
Yeah, that too.
Actually, it kind of stems from, like, everyone around me growing up always had nicknames, so everybody had a shorter name. So if you have a preference, I can even call you Mr. or Mrs. Golden Ghosty. Do the full name if that's your preference. But I tend to give everybody, like Regina, I say Red most of the time.
Golden says, just call me Ghosty. Oops.
Ghosty.
Ghosty.
I like that.
I got it wrong right away. Regina says, my replacement mystery mini did arrive, and kitty cat.
That looks like the little that's the cat with the eyes. That's what it is. It's hard to see from, because like it's way over there. I do have an eye appointment, guys, so I'm gonna be getting new glasses so I can see betters. That's the fun part about getting old, isn't it?
The end is, I love it.
Yes.
So which do you already know what they got, Dawn? What Regina got?
Yes, I actually sent them. I didn't give them a surprise. I knew what I was sending them.
Yeah, because we were down a mystery box. Right?
Yeah, basically. But I had test printed that flower dragon, and I had put a picture of it in Discord, and they really liked it. So whenever we realized theirs was lost, I'm like, yeah, you're getting the flower dragon.
Silly. I remember that in chat. I didn't
Yeah.
realize what it was for.
Yeah. So that's what their replacement was.
Ghosty says, I actually just got a group of Balgura from y'all's Etsy shop today. Can't wait to start painting. That's awesome. Those
That's
things are
awesome.
cool looking. I
Yes.
want those.
I actually already have, I believe I know who I'm talking to, and I will keep calling you Ghosty. But the first print that failed, that was yours, I actually set off to the side because I'm like, they're a failed print, but they're good enough for me to paint. So that actually is going to be Tyler's set.
Woohoo!
Because, yeah, they are super fun. I'm trying to get his... This is the shoe that was like all flat on the back, so I just gave it that rounded edge. And welcome to the show, Ghosty, by the way. Now that I know who I'm talking to. No, I'm just kidding. Didn't really matter if I knew who I was talking to or not. And by next week, I'll forget. Because that's how my brain works. Details. Badly done. Oh, damn it. No jumpy noises while I'm doing details. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I couldn't read what it was. I just saw the little picture. Remember, when we get to 100 followers, we will be giving away this big badass.
Yeah,
if Ty's going to hit the button.
Welcome to the Crypt Dragons and Draw. That was who just followed us.
Oh, that's a cool name, Dragons and Draw.
Yeah, so we have 86 now. We're trying to get to 100. And then we give away that massive... You want me to switch over to that, Dawn?
Because I'm just painting shoes. Sorry, now I'm going into whole, like, you know, the IT crowd and shoes.
So when we hit 100 Twitch followers, this Brachiosaurus will go to one lucky viewer that night.
Yes.
Did you already read this one? They look amazing.
No.
Ghosty says they look amazing. When you said you were getting them perfect, you weren't kidding.
Well, you know, I honestly can't tell you how many times I say it, but as a miniature painter, I want to ship out the door what I would want to receive back in the door. So, I mean, my quality standards are based upon, I wouldn't want to paint that. I wouldn't want to have to deal with that. So.
I think I've waited long enough for this. Gareth says, forget what? Oh, you do remember? I thought maybe you forgot already what you were supposed to forget. Redina says, hooray, Brachiosaurus won. Yes.
Yes, the Brachiosaurus won. It was funny because it was like 58% of the votes went to that. So it's like, well, it barely won. But except the next closest one was, I think it was Tiamat. I have to look, I don't remember for sure. But the next closest one was like 20%. So basically everyone went Brachiosaurus or spread out across the rest of the options. But that's why we did a poll. Shoes. Now I feel like I should be painting these shoes red. Make them quite tartish. Not TARDIS. Tartish. Tart-ish. Again, IT crowd still. Sorry. I can barely read a message that just went flying across my screen, and it was jarbled enough that I couldn't read it quick enough. So basically I got like every other word and it made no sense whatsoever.
Garbled.
Somebody garbled.
You said jarbled.
Jarbled. Hey, did you guys come here to watch me paint or learn my English? Pick one, because you ain't getting the English.
I was already here.
Yeah, shut up. I have these little rivets holding holding the blade to the we're gonna call it a pole arm because words not happening tonight, folks.
It's like a battle axe, right?
Well, it is, but what's the hand? It's just handle. Is that good enough?
Sure.
Okay. There's little brackets holding the battle axe onto the handle, and I want to paint those the same shiny.
To what you were saying earlier, Gareth was laughing and Gallifreyan.
That was something that was really cool because Ty had made Ty does a bunch of artwork etched on glass and backlights it. So it's really amazing and really beautiful. And one of the pieces that he did was Gallifrey. And we were at a con, and Ty's not like a Whovian or anything, but he knows Doctor Who. But it's not, he doesn't watch it enough that he would recognize Gallifrey at first glance, right? I, on the other hand, would. And this woman walks by and she's like, "Oh, that's Gallifrey." And he was like, "Wow, you picked that up fast." And I'm thinking to myself, well, yes, any self-respecting Whovian would know it. And it's okay if you don't. I still love you.
Not really a Whovian, and I don't have any self-respect. So either way.
Yes.
Regina says it's a haft or a shaft. That sounds right. To my
Yes.
tired brain, that sounds right. Gareth agrees, haft of the axe. Ghosty says, I've had my eyes on that Brachiosaurus for a while.
That thing is
Me too.
a monstrosity, and it's amazing. I did print it out in a smaller scale. And of all the things that have caught my eye and made me giggle and made me so happy, it's the little tiny ladder coming down on how you get up there. Go ahead, put the screen back up real quick, babe. Because I have got to say, that tiny little ladder coming all the way down to the ground is not only there with steps and everything else, it is very barely attached to the dinosaur. So it almost would flap in the wind. I mean, it's the subtle details that some of these sculptors put in that just, they make or break a model. And that ladder just tickles me pink, honestly. Okay, that was it. I just wanted to make sure that everyone saw that phenomenal ladder.
Stuck looking at it now.
Right? I do have a print that someone has purchased it, so I will be printing it out for sale, or for that person. Full scale is what I was trying to say. English, nope, not happening. Anyway, I will be printing it out full scale. And when I do, I'll post pictures in Discord. Little tiny baby detail work. Again, just using this. I want to leave the blade kind of white. I want to put some of the tones, those gray blue tones on here, because I want it to look like the blade is actually made of ice as well. That's why I haven't really touched it yet, because it really is not going to take much work at all. But, excuse me. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that base turned out first. But in general, I'm really happy with this model, other than the non-balance issue. But it's okay, because he's a giant. He doesn't have to stay balanced.
Ghosty says, that's the reason I want the Brachiosaurus. It's for the ladder.
It's so weird how, like, just sometimes you... And it wasn't even something that I really noticed until I printed it out. And then it really kind of stuck with me. That ladder is just... It's just so freaking cool. One, that it's there, but two, that it's literally barely attached to the Bronchiosaurus in any fashion. It's like one little spot, two little spots that it's attached. So now, packing wise, not so much fun. But it just flapping in the wind kind of, I mean, it's what, if I had a mounted dinosaur, it's what would happen with the ladder, right? Let's stick to reality here, folks. I don't know why you're giggling. You're going to get one painted eventually.
I refuse to stick to reality.
Oh, okay. Well, my reality involves bronchiosauruses with, with ladders. So I think you should, be okay with reality, or at least my version of it.
Your version's okay.
Yeah. So hopefully we will be having a special stream on either Saturday or Sunday. I believe Saturday is the idea.
I don't know. But we hope to.
I have a feeling it'd be going to Scotland if I'm not wrong. Which, yeah, I could kind of see that would be kind of amazing. I did not read it, no. I read it to myself, not out loud, because I'm Englishing enough already. Okay, Gareth said, if I got that Brachiosaurus, I know exactly who I'd paint it for and give it to, though it would be hard to not keep it for myself. And I get that, because I've gotten some amazing things shipped over from Scotland. So, yeah. Details, la 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 la. Sorry. Anyway, I know Max is here. They were here earlier.
They were here.
So if they're still here, maybe they can input whether Saturday or Sunday would be a better surprise stream. It's not really a surprise stream. It's one that we've talked about where Tyler is going to be behind the paintbrush. And we have thrown down Saturday. All right, cool. Max says Saturday is the day. So Saturday, guys, here on Crypt Monkey Paints, Tyler will have to paint. But there's really cool rewards if he paints a better one than me.
Getting nervous already.
The fun part is the addition of the liquids. Because they gotta stay hydrated while they paint. So that should be fun. I feel like I've missed a bunch of sloppy little details. I keep looking around to see where I've missed. Okay. And I had completely forgotten that I'd been painting his damn shoe. And that is a downside to me a lot of the times. I jump around and forget to go back to where I was.
Gareth wants to know what time Saturday.
It's up to the boys.
I don't know, but we'll pop something in on Discord.
Yeah.
As soon as we all agree on something terrible.
Yes. And we'll know for sure before Saturday when it'll be.
Yeah.
We just don't know right now exactly what it'll be, because it's not going to just be me and Ty here. It'll be Damaged Microbe. I could not remember the name. It'll be Damaged Microbe, and Max Universe will be here as well. But they will be sitting on the sidelines painting probably mimics while we laugh our asses off at the boys while they paint. But the challenge is that I'm going to set a time frame for myself, and I'm going to paint the exact same model that they're painting. And once they're done, and they can take however long they want, but I'll give myself like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And if either one of theirs is better than mine, which we voted upon by the viewers, they will get to, one person will pick what I paint, and the other person will pick the paints that I can use.
Y'all can lie too. It's all right.
Yes, you guys can absolutely make me lose just to make me lose. That's totally a thing. Got to build the boys' confidence up, right? I honestly believe that Ty's gonna do way better than he thinks he's gonna do. So there's that. Okay. So we've got that done, that done. I need brown to fix the gaps here that I missed. And now you can lay down on your weapon and I can find my brown that I want to use. Because I honestly cannot remember what brown I did use. So I think I'm going to use... Okay, so Ghostly says, what kind of paints do you use? I'm hooked on Vallejo, but I've heard a lot of good things about other brands. Okay, so realistically speaking, all right, you guys ready for dizziness? I'm going to move my camera. That's my paint selection. I know it's all out of focus, but you can see I have a whole lot of paints. Get my camera back set up again. I have a whole lot of different paints. I have a whole lot of variety. So I've got things like, this is an airbrush paint. Got it on Amazon. One of my favorite shades, and it always stays shiny. So anytime I want anything to look like obsidian, this is my go-to right here. That exact one. I love that so much that I bought a kit, so I have a bunch of different colors. So anytime I want to make something look, really cool, I just use those, that's another trick that I use. I've got Vallejo, I've got Army Painter War Paints, I've got Citadel, I've got Reaper, I have just different kinds of acrylic paints. Like I have a whole set of these. I got like 36 different metallics on Amazon for, I think it was $20 maybe. That's what that color right there is what we just put on his shoes. But I have...
Gareth is going to post some in Discord too.
Thank you. That's why I was like, I'm all about everyone joining Discord, because there's not just me who paints in there. There's a whole bunch of us in there that paint. So we can all help. I have my favorites, but for me, it's more about, this is my favorite to do this job. This is my favorite to do this job. This is my favorite to do that job. Each one does their thing, and they do it pretty well. I like the Vallejo inks the best, because their pigment is so strong. It doesn't matter how much I water that down to get it thinner. I'm not in frame. I'm like holding it next to the camera, but it's like right there. I really like how I can water this down and it still stays this really rich color. Whereas the Reaper inks or shades, if you thin them down too much, you start to lose their strength. But then again, if I want something that is not so strong, that kind of works exactly like I want it to. So it's more about knowing what each brand is going to do for me and how they work, rather than the actual, this is the only one I ever use. I don't do that. I can say, I hate these lids. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. There's nothing worse than these lids. In general geekiness, thank you, from Gareth. So check out Discord. Gareth showed his paints. I'll show you yours. Anyway, I cannot stand these lids. They are super difficult for me to open, but these contrast paints work really well. That's actually, I painted his beard white and then put one coat of this, and that's it. His beard was done. So, I mean, there's something to be said about that. But I hate these lids. They hurt my hands to open. I spill them. I dump them. Everything else, it sucks. I actually look for tools. Like, I found this one little thing on Etsy. Speaking of contrast paints, I'm getting out the Apothecary White, which is what I painted. I painted the base a pale blue and then covered it with this. And that was it. I saw on Etsy where they have these little sets where you can literally, you put the pot in it, and it even has a piece that cocks this back and holds it up, because that's the other thing. Hold on. I hate these things. Okay, there we go. that's the other thing I don't like about these pods is half the time they do this, the other time they do this, and it's like, come on, I need you to stay just barely open for me. So, and I did pre-order the
Those paints.
the Army Painter. They have a line of speed paints is what they're calling them, but it's the same idea of the contrast paints. So I did order those, and I got a notification today, as a matter of fact, that they shipped. So the next Tuesday stream, I will be testing those out. I don't know what the hell I'm going to paint yet because I need somebody to spend points to tell me what I'm painting.
Ghostly's headed over to Discord to check out the list. Max says, I like Reaper and Vallejo, but for like base coats for massive minis, I use apple barrel acrylic.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's when I showed the cart that I have, the very bottom. Yelp.
Max says, because I'm going to do 1,000 accent paints over it.
Well, and I mean, honestly, if it's base coat or even a giant mini, I did one mini that I literally went through 3 of the paint bottles for a mini paint, and I'm like, I'm still not done. I can't do this. Do you want to go get my memory? Oh, damn it, Lashigo!
Hello, Lashigo. What did you want me to get?
Well, my big baby that I'm working on, Tiamat.
You want me to bring it over?
Yes, because that's a great way to show I'm not painting that thing with miniature paints. I'm painting the entire thing has been done in acrylic paints, because that would cost way too much. He is attached to his base now. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a second so that I can take a hold of this without dumping my pod or knocking anything over. We're going to have to do some adjusting, guys, so give me a second, because you can see him coming in on the big screen there. So this is Tiamat that I'm working on. And he's close. He really is close.
Do you want me to just
close.
switch to the... Oh, okay.
No. So you can see, and I'm sorry about all the background shine. Here's Tyler. Hi. So you can see how ginormous he is.
Let me try and work on that.
Focus. Yeah, okay. We're going to hold out here for a second. There's no way I'm painting something this huge with mini paints. I would go through a gazillion bottles and still not finish him. So, yeah, that's what that is. But, you know, you can see in here where I need to now blend this into this and then do details on their head and they're done. But like all of this stuff is all acrylic paint. I mean, well, there's fuzzies down there, but you know, this is all acrylic paint because I'd go broke trying to paint something that literally can't even fit on my screen with miniature paints. That just wouldn't work. Okay, let me pick this guy back up. Oofed.
Are you wanting me now?
Yep, come grab him. So, eventually he will be finished. Probably not on screen because, you know, well, you can't see. But he is actually getting relatively close to done. I need to basically, like, I want all of his faces, all of his heads to stay the green tones. And now I get to open this again. Okay. I want him to stay all that green kind of dragon, you know, all of that kind of look. But what I want to do is each head has their own distinct color that they're supposed to be. So I'm going to take the horns for each one, excuse me, and make them that color so that I still bring that Tiamat back in. But I've been working on him forever. And well, I say that, but he honestly, I was working on him, and then he got put off to the side, assembled and put off to the side because I just got jammed up and I couldn't paint on him as well. but that's okay. We'll get it finished. So that's kind of how quickly these contrast paints work. It's just a matter of globbing it on.
Ghosty asks, do you do many dioramas?
Do I, which kind of mini? Okay, that kind of mini. I had to look at the spelling because, many or many.
I said it right.
You did. There isn't really a difference. I don't do as many as I want to do, but I love doing them. My personal preference is base work. So the funny part is I can spend like, excuse me, 2 hours doing the miniature and then 2 days doing the base because I really enjoy the base, which, realistically speaking, that's what a diorama is. That was his fault. I gotta get a drink. I really do enjoy doing them. I just don't do as many as I want to be doing, if that makes sense. Which it probably does, but right now I'm not terribly impressed with my own English skills. Juno. All right, he is about to get glued down because I am tired of him laying down on the job. God damn it. Sorry. Hi, Sawdust. Damn rubber duck. Oh.
It was so quiet for so long.
I picked up the wrong brush for that. I need to get in there. I did a tiny groove. How you feeling, Sawdust? Are you off the ice machine? I don't know which shoulder, but they had shoulder work done. And we were talking earlier today, they were cooling off with an ice machine. I gotta stop putting my finger on wet paint. And also potentially, I got a drop, so I'm over here on I'm literally just with my paper towel getting off the excess right there. God damn it, Max!
Sawdust says it's running in the background.
Okay.
Ghosty says, I don't game with minis, so dioramas are my primary display source. I've got a pretty big Norse diorama I'm starting to work on with Fanir.
Yep.
In it. I'm planning for it to be my biggest diorama yet.
At the moment, Tiamat is pretty much my biggest diorama. One that I had done before that, I made I had a water elemental. So I made a beach scene, not beach scene, an under the ocean scene where what I wanted to do was eventually fill it in with resins so that everything was, actually under the water, but I never did do that. But I built a bunch of coral and, and all that other kind of stuff. And that was my biggest until Tiamat. But I just thought, damn it, the damn duck, gosh, you're killing me this week.
Hi, Jake.
Anyway.
My eyes roll back.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things, like, we play with minis. Lately, we pretty much play all online anyway, so we don't really need the minis. But I need the minis. They need to be in my life. Because, like, I love everything to have to do with art. But where else in art can I take someone else's work, throw some paint on it, and get compliments on me stealing their art? So I'm all about the minis, baby.
Sawdust is typing left-handed, and it's a bit of a chore. Regina says, I'm sad you weren't able to sell Archvillain Games minis. Last month there was an owlbear god with a frost theme. Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, they're still not. I mean, I do check every now and again. I didn't see a vendor slot the last time I checked. But we are looking at a couple of new sculptors and potentially picking one up. We have not made that decision yet, but so before I pick, if we decide we are picking up a new sculptor, I will check them one more time.
Jake says, I'll use the minis this weekend. Dagmar waves. Hi, Dagmar.
Hi, Dagmar.
What's wrong?
Jake's going to use the minis this weekend.
Oh, we're going to die.
I'm going to die.
I was still thinking of painting.
Oh, I'm going to die. I don't know why, but that one did not get me as bad as the damn ducks got me. Have been getting me all night.
Thank you for the 200 bits, Max
Thank
Universe.
you. That was very sweet of you, Max.
And the heart attack.
I greatly appreciate the heart attack. Okay.
Max says, we gonna die.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Yeah, if I can get any time, I'm trying to get something ready for while you guys are here, too.
I was telling Jake that earlier today.
Oh, pressing buttons too much, I guess. There we go. Regina says, hope you aren't attached to your characters.
Never am. Honestly, it's one of those things where, like, yes, I love my character, and yes, I've put a lot of work into this character or that character. But when things like my character gets upset, or I get upset, and Max gets upset because we weren't the ones sent to hell, and then we get to make new characters, tiefling characters, to go try to find them in hell, the missing character, I think I'm okay with that character dying.
Characters were made to be created.
Yep. I'm also that type of player that a lot of my character development actually happens in game. So I know a backstory. I know their history, but they change a lot in game itself, based on what happens to them and around them and all those other kind of things. Like, I had a character that in the very beginning of the campaign would not even set foot in the necromancy lab, like our shop. She was just so offended by the pure idea of it that she wouldn't even go in the damn shop to sell something. She was pissed. And toward the end of the campaign, she was summoning shit because necromancy wasn't all that bad. It's all about how you use it, because the characters around her had changed her mind about what was going on and how it could be utilized. I am looking for my Moonstone Blue. Found it.
Max Universe says, listen, I just wanted to go to hell.
I know, right?
Damage Microbe says, I have a few ideas, but not sure what I want to do more. And Regina says, I do love tieflings.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Buttons.
I'm the one that went
Cora
to
saying
hell.
hello. Yes.
Yes.
Cora went to hell.
Cora's the lucky one.
I've been telling them to go to hell for years, but now when it affects my character, they do it.
You guys could have kept playing without her. That's all I'm saying.
It definitely is an oddity whenever we're walking around talking about how we sent our kid to hell.
Just the snowflake button? Okay. Also looks like
I am extremely lightly dry brushing because I don't want a whole lot of wear and tear on this sash.
Cora, Max says, hi, Cora, I miss you.
Hi, Max. I miss you too.
Cora said that they miss you too. I'm not sure if you heard that or not.
Basically, my idea for this sash is, it's tied around him for a reason. It's kind of his pride and joy. So there's not a whole lot of wear and tear because he tends to take care of it. But I do want to give the folds a little bit of a highlight. That's a little too much. Doo-doo-doo. I'm just using straight up water to kind of tone that back down. There we go. I have to stop biting my brushes. Usually when I'm painting and I don't have to worry about talking, I either have 5 paintbrushes in my hair or 5 in my mouth. I have yet to put it in my mouth the wrong way.
Sawdust Dragon says, my favorite character I ever played was a nomadic rhinoceros riding barbarian, whose most intelligent battle strategy was charge from 2 different directions. Dagmar says, okay, I gotta bake some cakes before I fall asleep. Gotta
Love you,
get up at
Dags.
3:30 a.m. No, sorry. That's terrible. Yuck. I mean, not the cake. That's not terrible. Getting up at 3:30, that's terrible.
Oh. Cora, are you in there still? Can you bring me snow, please? I need snow and I need a glass, or not a glass, but a little cup. And I need my PVA.
This is what Isabella was just throwing at me.
Oh. That's how my kids don't die.
Dagmar says, love you guys too. Regina says, I decided I needed brownies, so I have those going right now.
I tend to, whenever I decide I'm in a baking mood, which usually means cookies for me, just because they're so quick and easy, I'll make up a batch of batter and then I will cook, just a handful. Basically what I can eat right then or what I plan on eating right then, which is usually more than I should eat. But then I put the rest of the dough away so that I can eat more later. PVA, cup, and shoe.
And something
and
to
a
mix it.
stick. Thank you. Okay, so I am actually fairly decently happy with where he is and how he's doing, so I'm going to leave him alone. Because at this point, the little nitpicky things that I would do would probably not be good. So, I am going to glue him down on his base. And for that, I'm using my trusty Max Cure, which Amazon, you can find that, matched with this stuff. Now, one of the things that I have found, that as soon as you put those two together, they get hot. And I mean like hot. So don't get that on your hands while you're working.
Jump in real quick.
Yes.
Okay, so Ghosty says, I gotta go sign out for the night. Fun chatting with y'all. I'm gonna have to join in on Discord. Y'all have a good night. You have a good night too.
Bye, Goldie.
On that note, because I know we have people popping out, just in case you're not aware, in about a half an hour, we're gonna start the mystery mini giveaway.
Yeah.
Where everybody who wants to get a chance will get a chance to pick one of the mystery mini boxes that we have left. We still have, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 left. I don't know. We have several left.
Several left.
Several left.
Less than half, but several.
Let's see. Dagmar Sawdust says Dagmar is baking a Coca-Cola cake for a coworker's birthday, so I don't get any. Oh no!
That's not fair, Dags.
Well, you just get up at 3 instead of 3:30, and you'll get some. Kara says, and he's looking awesome, and I look forward to seeing the snow on it.
Yes. Which we will make as soon as I have him glued down. Don't use your teeth, people.
Do as I say, not as I do.
I can't get this open. Oh, shit. Baby, can you open that for me? I'm trying to hold my spot where I want him.
Kara says, if I win another one, I just expect a duck in a box at this point. We have to open it for that. it wouldn't be a mystery.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I haven't actually, like, we put all of them in and close them all up, and that's it. I have no idea what's in any of them, so technically if I did that, I'd be breaking the rules. Did I?
Does this twist off? Or
It just kind of pulls off. I think I
Okay.
might have glued it on.
Might have, maybe, possibly.
Just break open the whole thing.
Be back in a moment. Amongst yourselves.
Yes. The joys of... I do like that glue, but the lid, about halfway through the bottle, the lid becomes super stupid. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, that was one of the things that I kind of regretted of not having the rubber ducks before I made the mystery boxes, because then I could have had, each one could have had a ducky in it too. Okay, so while he is doing that, oh nope, he's back.
This is how it's supposed to look. This is how it looks now.
That's right.
Sure.
You got him really good. Okay, yes, that is how it's supposed to look.
Oh, I knew that.
All right, let me move that before I make a mistake. So, dots of glue where I want him to be, and then I will simply spray the bottom of his feet, but I'm going to do that off camera because I do it over the trash can. It does make kind of everything shiny, but that goes away. It does not smell. It smells weird. It's like almost fruity. Basically, I wiggle him until I can't wiggle him. See, he's still wanting to pull forward because he's not quite set yet. This isn't the base that he comes with. He actually comes with just a plain base, but I found this on this base on. There we go. Now he stopped pulling. Cool. I am so glad I picked my fingers up. I found this base on Thingiverse, and I was like, that is like an awesome, perfect base for this. Okay, so he is now officially on his base, and I'm going to mix up some snow. So it's literally, and you could actually use white, really fine white sand, but I ended up winning a group, a bunch of different turfs from Army Painter. They have like a battlefield kit, and they had like 3 things of snow in it, which was awesome. So I'm using that all up before I have to buy anything else. And then, so that's what's in there, and then just PVA glue. And I'm going to mix them together. I'm not going to make a whole bunch because I don't need a whole bunch. And there's no, like, I couldn't tell you if this is 50-50 or if it's what. But it's just to where it's a manageable texture. And this is a trick I learned from Michael Mordor. And see, this is still too runny for a better, not knowing exactly how to phrase it. You want it to kind of not be clumpy dry like that, but closer to that than the runniness, because basically what we're going to do, and it's PVA glue, so it doesn't like set really, really quick. You've got time to work it. You see how it's not super, super dry, but it's not runny at all. I can get it into a group, but you can see it by its own weight starts to fall off. Damn it, gamers! I'm gonna throw some at you. So anyway, what you can do when it's like this texture is place it on the mini in little clumps or large clumps of snow. And it just looks like kind of a natural group of, formation of snow. Which I'm going to get my trusty dusty toothpicks out so that I can have multiple places that I'm working.
Virginia says, I'm almost ready to start playing with resin pour crafts. Up first on the docket is a layered fish paintings in bowls.
I have looked at doing that about a gazillion times, and my fear level is very low because one, I love fish. Like, I'm obsessed with fishies. So even if I did a bad job, I would love it because it's fishies. But what I have an issue with is my impatience in general. I'm not very good at waiting for things to be where they need to be before I start the next thing. So until I can wait, I think that's going to have to wait. But there is one guy who does it. Oh my God, it's so flippin' amazing. So I'm just kind of plopping it down where snow would naturally catch as it's being windswept across. Because that's this whole base is kind of like windswept. Let me tilt down a little bit, guys. So I don't want like a whole bunch of snow on this base because I'm really kind of liking the icy look. And I want it kind of a thin, splotchy, I guess. But mainly what I'm making the snow for is to put some on him too. And the good thing is because I've mixed it with glue, all I have to do is put it down and wait. Which again, not my strong suit. And that's why we leave it till the end.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and go through announcement stuff.
Yes. Because I'm literally going to keep spinning him and adding little dots of snow.
All right, so as a reminder, out on Discord right now, Dawn has updated the Alter the Streams channel. So if anybody's got 2K that they channel points that they want to spend, there's some pretty cool options there. Tomorrow, somebody's going to be streaming, right? So if Cora's not up to it, then Dawn may be streaming. Is that right, Dawn?
Yes.
Okay. But I haven't talked to Cora about it yet. They may be streaming anyway. We've got some surprise streams coming up this week. Saturday, it sounds like, at least.
With not a surprise guest, because we've already said it.
With not a surprise guest. It's really just down to weather and other things, whether or not it happens. But so far, I think it looks good. Then next Monday, possibly, Gamers in the Unknown will be back. We got to play it by ear yet at the moment. Unfortunately, I'm caught up in some projects, so Jake and I haven't been able to get back to it. But we shall play it by ear anyway, and see. Also, seeing as they're coming out here, we'll have to see how everybody's feeling about that after a trip like that.
Yes.
And then next Tuesday, Dawn will be back here, same time for tomorrow's show and for next Tuesday's show, 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time.
Yes.
Another announcement: we are at 86, I think, right now on followers. So when we hit 100 Twitch followers, we'll be giving away that crazy Brachiosaurus. I'm going to bring it up right now. This guy will be given away to some lucky viewer, follower that is watching that night. Will be able to win this monster.
Yes, and he is a freaking monster.
This monster mini.
Yes.
One
more clarification. Not painted, not put together.
Printed and ready to go.
Printed and sent to you to do.
Yeah.
Because holy hell.
And Gareth will be on tomorrow at 9:30. Yeah, we'll announce that. That's good.
Yes.
9:30 U.S. Central Time in the PM. Gareth,
Yes.
if you haven't followed Gareth's a great painter. So
yeah.
check him out.
Ooh, I know. Oh, but looks, Sawdust just picked.
Oh. The arm dino at the bottom.
Behind Tyler? Or...
Well, here, I'll check. We shall see.
I think that's the only dino.
Yeah, the one that's behind me here. I'll get out of the way.
Okay.
The one that is in place of my big head. That is cool.
Yes.
I'm glad
So
you picked that one.
technically, what that is a T-Rex. Well, sort of, because he has more than, the arms. He's got extra arms for the short arms. But those are volcanic tubes on his back. Is that not freaking awesome?
He may have an ecosystem on his back.
Yes. Okay, so that is what I will be painting next week. Get off. Right here. Look. In that little cubby right there. Thank you.
Well, Jake's like, what's happening? I was just saying we don't know about next Monday for Gamers in the Unknown or not. Not yet, but certainly you can go follow us, because as soon as we get rolling again, you'll get an announcement then that...
Yes.
For anybody that doesn't know, in Gamers in the Unknown on that channel, what Jake and I do is we talk about your favorite cryptids or paranormal events. So far, we've talked about things like Bigfoot, Slenderman.
That was fun. I liked that paint.
And then we finished the show up by talking about how we would use it in a tabletop gaming session. So it's kind of insane, mad, and also we have an insane doctor that comes on and insults us from time to time.
Yes. Mainly because he's jealous.
And Jake says, gotcha. Yeah, slight hiatus, but excited to get back. Yeah, certainly. Yeah. It's been a crazy couple of weeks.
And this is why we use 2 toothpicks.
Regina says, so magma and lava galore.
Yes. But you see, I'm just like kind of lightly dusting him with snow. I did do an experiment that worked really, really well, but do it outside because it makes a freaking mess. So I took the same snow that I used for this mixture, and I took the mini outside, sprayed it with cheap ass hairspray, because cheap ass hairspray is sticky, and then took a strainer that you do this with and sprinkle powdered sugar over it, and I sprinkled snow over it, and it just gave the whole thing this really light dusting of snow, because it was a diorama and it was on a snow-capped area, so it worked really, really well. I really was happy with the outcome. Stick a little bit of snow in here. Kind of liking the effect of having it in the feathers of the axe blade.
Gareth says, and thanks for the compliments, guys. I was drying off the kids from the tub when you said that. Well, we knew you weren't there. Of course. That's why we were saying it.
No, I got distracted. Sorry, because as soon as I was getting ready to talk about your tattoo again, yes. I got distracted by the point spend. Because it's not just the tattoo. It's the fact that the tattoo is aged, and as a tattooed person, I greatly appreciate the level of detail that it took to even think about that, Not to mention that, but how many times have you guys seen a painted mini, this is, painted blacksmith, blacksmith, we see them all the time. They're everywhere. Blacksmiths are fun as hell to paint. But how many times have you seen the blacksmith in a position where it's holding the blade on the anvil and it's just painted like a blade? No, Gareth took it a step further, guys. He painted it red hot. So I loved that detail of the fact that it was obvious by the stance of the blacksmith that he was working on that blade, but he was smart enough to not work cold metal. Loved it. Love that mini. So, you guys should absolutely go check out Gareth's channel. You can always help me fill his cup. My phone's over here buzzing like crazy, because I got that new light that I was talking about, which Regina bought one too. It was awesome. And it's really cool because... Oh, shit. I gotta stop saying that. The light itself has a little charging base that I can, I've got my phone charging over there, and I keep, as I bounce around, it kind of moves away from where it's supposed to be, so it stops charging, and then it buzzes to tell me that it's bounced back into charging again. I don't know, it's weird. All right, so it only took 2 episodes, Gareth, but here is the Frost Giant in all his snowy glory that you asked for with your points. Yay! And I still have, like I said, I made way more snow than I was going to need. This would be if I was doing an entire base that was a big snowy base. And that's the beautiful thing about this snow, this mixture, is if you take a big chunk like this and just like that, set that right on top of a rock on your base, it looks freaking amazing. It's perfect. So,
I don't know if...
okay, I gotta remember here. Let's see. Okay, gotcha. Yes, slight hiatus. Thanks for the compliments, guys. I was drying off the kids, and I'll try. And again, wait.
I try and again, Gorilla with a brush is...
Yes.
To thank you. Thanks for the inspiration.
Yeah.
I'll post that in Discord too.
Perfect.
Gareth says, love it. And Regina says, very cool.
Okay. So here is our snowy guy. And it is, what time are we at?
We are at 7:45.
So guess what, guys? We can do details on the other mini I have sitting over here that I have not touched in forever. Can you look at that message and see if it needs to be answered?
Oh, yep.
So, pet project of mine. Because he's my little pet. So I printed off, this is from Lord of the Print. It's Godzilla. And I printed him off very, very small. This is, let's see, this is not the 50% scale. Let me see my base measurement here. This is a 3-inch base. So that's not even his, this is his normal bases. I don't know. I printed him off basically as big as I could print him in one piece. I don't remember the scale of what I printed this at versus what he's actually supposed to be. But he is awesome. I love the details on the base. Like there's a little car right there. There's another car over here. You see right there? And it literally has the door open. Like the person jumped out and ran. They have a sewage drain with sewage pouring out. Rocks and, you know, a beam, the steel beams from buildings is over here. There's another car with the hood flopped up because, you know, it got damaged and it's sunk down into the mud. There's another pipe right there. There's just all kind of details on that base. It's fun as hell. But this is not as large as the print should be. This is not 100%. Like I said, I think this is maybe 60% or 75% maybe. But I'm currently working on one that is going to be, once it's finished printing, it's going to be a foot long. And I'll put pictures in Discord later because I've got pictures. It's just so you get the scale of, like, I'm holding his leg right here is like this. It's freaking ridiculously stupid. So anyway, I am going to work. I'm going to get a drink. And then I'm going to continue to work on Godzilla because he is nowhere near done. But he's all down to detail work now. But basically what I wanted to do was paint him all green and then make him look like he's glowing blue. Which for that effect to really work, I need to bring the blue, which is really bright, I need to take it all the way up to white. And I'm trying to figure out if I want the white down here or up here. But I don't know. But I have a bunch of shiny blues over here. And a couple of shiny greens. My metallics. So I'm going to go with Ty's favorite. I'm going to go with teal.
It's not real. I remember how to say that color. Teal's not real.
And peppermint. Ooh, okay. Peppermint is actually... Oh, shit. Nice timing! Peppermint is actually really kind of freaking cool. Kind of like the peppermint. So I think I'm going to go from dark down and bring light up. I think. I don't really know. We'll see. If I don't like it, we'll switch it. Because that's how that works. Trying to pick a brush. We're going to go with this brush. So, let's see. We'll start down here because if I don't like it, then it's easy to change quickly. This isn't exactly dry brushing. It's definitely, I'm using a wet palette, so this is not dry. But I have very thin coats. That's one of the things that I really kind of like about these metallic paints is they naturally kind of go on pretty thin. So that's why I've got a whole lot of color already happening. But these will just kind of help to deepen the colors and brighten the colors based on whatever I'm using. So, oh, you know what? Before I get too detailed into this, I'm going to put that in the background.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Put that in the background so you can kind of see.
It snuck up on me.
There's a 20 in there too. So those are the available numbers left for the giveaway. Down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh. I thought you said there was a 20 in there too.
There. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 7, 8. You're right. 1,
8.
2. Shut up.
So we've given away 12 of these already.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there are 8 left.
That is fun.
Now, I've been working on this sporadically for a while now. And it's, hey, I want to test this. Hey, I want to do this. Just get Godzilla out and play around with him. Because he actually started off completely silver. And you can still see some of that silver in the... whoa, shit. Hi, Creep Show.
Hi, Creep Show.
Ah, my mouth is really bad tonight. I'm sorry. But he started off like completely silver. Because I was wanting to see like that almost mercury look coming out from his scales. It's not scales.
Sure it is.
Sure. Okay.
Plates?
That's what I almost want to say. Is they're more like plates than scales.
Sawdust Dragon says, are one of the mystery boxes packed with a spring? Well,
next
time they will be.
I don't know what's in any of them. I literally grabbed a handful of things and said, here, this is what we're giving away.
We did a picture early on in Discord or something. That
yes, way back.
All but like one or two or three missing.
I think only like 1 or 2 were missing. Bless you. But Yeah, we didn't. We did a post, and that was so long ago. But basically, what I did was I picked all of them out, handed them off, and then Cora handled labeling and putting them, packing them, and labeling and everything. So I don't have any idea what's in any of them.
We are going to be starting the Mystery Mini Box giveaway pretty soon. Just a reminder, you need to be following to win. So make sure if you haven't followed yet, go ahead and follow before we get started with this.
It'll be Godzilla.
The word?
The word is Godzilla.
I've already typed it in. Not in the chat, but don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. I haven't started it yet.
Is it
no,
Godzilla?
I seriously have already typed in Godzilla.
Oh, that's so fun. Well, I mean, yeah, 20-something years of marriage, I guess, doesn't really surprise me.
But just don't do it yet until I say it. But in the meantime, if you haven't happened to follow yet, make sure you do that so you can have a chance to win one of these mystery mini box giveaways with too many M's in it.
Yeah, that really seemed painful.
It really was.
Suck it up, Buttercup. I don't know if I like how, if I don't feel like it's going white enough. So I still think I'm going to end up bringing another color up at the tip to bring it brighter.
I see you've already put it in there. I'll let you know if that works once we get it started. I haven't actually initiated it yet, so it may work anyway. I don't know. It's the first time we've ever given the word before we started it, so.
I don't even know if I'm like, I'm so like focused in on Godzilla, I wasn't paying attention to whether or not I was even on screen. I'm sorry. And in focus on any of that. Okay. You know, one thing is, I don't really like how that brush is working for me. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, it is working, actually. So anybody who wants to go ahead and enter Godzilla, just like that, uppercase, lowercase, it doesn't matter. Just enter it with the right spelling, and you will be entered to pick a mystery mini box. Darn.
That's really kind of awesome. That he's struggling with English instead of me. It's, you know, sometimes it's just don't like how the paint's going on, and then I just change brushes and I'm like, oh wait, nope, that's working. I don't know why. I literally have no reason why I do that occasionally. It's almost, I would say nervous tick, but I'm not nervous, so it's just a tick. But saying a nervous tick sounds better. Don't know why that sounds better either. I wish I could remember what scale this is at, because like I said, this is not full size at all. Full size, I can't print him in one piece.
Yeah, and it did take it the first time. Actually.
Spoon? Why did you yell spoon? Or is that an explanation at the end, or is that eyes?
No, those are explanation points.
Okay, good.
Very excited about the spoon.
Oh, he gets to lick the spoon.
Oh.
Oh, I wonder if that's it.
Why are you taunting everyone in chat, man? Why are you doing that?
You should be happy that he is, because what that's going to end up doing is make me go bake something.
The tick reference. Did you talk about the tick or something?
Uh-uh. Oh, I'm doing blue, though.
Well, it is a tick reference.
Nose is itchy. I don't know what it has been over the last couple of days, but Ty and I have been having sneezing fits from hell.
Yeah, and then I took...
Oh, this was so funny. Oh, it
you
was
said
awesome.
you have a tick, so he made a tick reference. So yes, yesterday I had a sneezing fit. I'm like, I'm not doing this all day, so I went ahead and took allergy medicine. Only I didn't read it to see if it was one that would make you drowsy, and it freaking made me drowsy.
It knocked him on his ass. I legitimately at around 5 o'clock, I was like, why don't you just go to bed? Because he was sitting completely zoned out. It was hilarious. He was out of it.
In about the next 2 minutes, we will be rolling to see who has won the mini mystery mini box giveaway. Damn it. If you have not yet, please enter Godzilla into chat and it will enter you to win.
Ish.
It's a pretty good one tonight. Currently we have 8 folks are raring to go and in the pile, in the stack, in the shuffle.
In the mix.
I don't know. They got a chance of winning. So if you want to get involved, if you want your chance to have this box sent to your house, whatever box you choose, go ahead and enter Godzilla into chat now. Thank you very much.
And unless I go psycho, it will be shipped out tomorrow. But considering all the things that I need to get done tomorrow, I may go psycho and forget to ship it. But it will be shipped this week.
Yeah.
Oh, it was really funny because the mail has been running at around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, right? She knocked on the door at 3:30. And she's like, you didn't have anything in the box or anything, but I figured you probably have stuff. You're just not ready for me to be this early. And I'm like, nope, I wasn't. Here's the one thing I have packed and ready. But I thought it was super nice of her. I didn't have my flag up or anything, but she knows I always have stuff to go out when I have my regular mail lady, whom I love, even if she is very late.
At least she doesn't stop like the other people.
Oh, yeah. Flag up and everything, and they just blow on by if they don't have anything. Not a happy camper.
All right. You have a couple of seconds to enter Godzilla into chat now for your chance to win the mystery mini giveaway.
That would be 5 seconds because it's not an easy word to type.
Yeah. Yeah. Godzilla. I don't think it's that hard to type.
Shut up.
Anyway, so here we go then, Dawn.
Yes. And I will move out of the way so you can see the numbers. Pick your number now, folks.
Here we go. Garrett.
There you
has
go,
won the giveaway
Garrett.
tonight. Congratulations, Garrett.
You have won a rubber duck.
No, you haven't. Don't listen to that. We weren't doing the rubber ducky thing when we started doing this giveaway, so they've been boxed up the whole time.
They have been. They've literally been sitting here. They get picked up out of this box. I'm pointing right over there. They get picked up out of that box. That's it. So, 2, 4, 6. Damn duck. You got all even numbers now. That's all you got to pick from.
Yay, ducks.
It is really funny because we send them out with miniature orders on Etsy. And we got a review just the other day where someone was like, great print, yada, yada. And they were like, and this really cool rubber duck that my daughter immediately stole. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Gareth wants 29. 20. He means 20.
Let's see.
I do not immediately see it. But there's not that many. So I can flick around real quick.
That's 12. Oh, damn it, Gary. There we go. So, that will be shipped out within the next day or so. It'd probably be tomorrow, honestly. It's just one of those things like, I should be more relaxed because I got a really big project done I thought that those minis were going to take me forever to paint. And I'm really happy that they are done. And I'm really happy with how they turned out, too. And I'm really happy that our frost giant is all done. He's so cute. Sorry, he's like right next to... I know you guys can't... Well, I guess you can see the little corner of him. He's right over there. So I keep staring at him. You can see that I put blue in his mouth and along here as well. And even kind of set it in there as well. It's the hole where it drains out, the extra resin drains out because he's hollow. I don't know if you can really tell that from that. I thought it might be interesting.
Lashigo says, I forgot to post the mini I got. It was a creepy little girl doll.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, those are great.
Like, I know that there's painted minis in these, but it doesn't seem like any of the painted minis have really gone out yet.
I thought at least one person said they got a painted one.
I think one painted one has gone out, or one that I can remember at least, but I don't remember for sure.
So the creepy doll, we should have thrown a House of Possession creepy doll in there.
Yeah.
The haunt token.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
We print those as well for our board game.
Do that again. Because you know we're going to do more giveaways. Especially like this. This is really fun. I like the mystery box.
Maybe this summer we'll give away a game.
But next time when we do, I also want to put like what they are. Because a couple of people are like, I don't really know what it is, but it's cool. I'm like, oh, that's this.
Yeah, Lashigo says Max got a painted one, they think. So.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. But it's like, that's the only one that I could... That was what was in my head, was I'm pretty sure Max got one. But I know that there were multiple painted ones in there.
There were 3.
Was there only 3?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking there was at least like 5 or 6 of them were painted.
No, I think there was only 3.
Did we send the... And it was a group of snowmen. They all went in one box. That's why I was thinking so much.
Yes. From my... what was that we were doing? Dungeon Crate?
Yes.
Yeah, Dungeon Crate is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're not doing it right now, but we were doing it for a year and a half, maybe. I don't know. It is pretty cool. You'd get a one shot every once in a while. Sometimes it's seasonal. That's why we had those.
Yeah.
Metal snowmen was a Christmas one shot that they came with in a Dungeon Crate.
But you still have that frost troll that I did. It was like that was the one that I really enjoyed.
That's big.
That was the first time I used Michael's snow. And he was, I did basically a rocky, snowy thing with like an ice in the center. And then I painted cracks because he has his fist going down like he's punching the ice. I really like how that one turned out. But that was the first time I used this snow and I fell in love with it. What did
Gareth says that eventually he'll start doing giveaways too, so there's another reason to follow Gareth's channel.
Yep. I have no shame in saying that I'm doing giveaways to entice viewers so that I can get more followers. I'm a mother of 3. I am all about the bribery. I'm telling you. It works.
And a husband over here who's all into being bribed, so.
Yep. Speaking of which, I will make you cookies if you will make me Kool-Aid.
No.
Bullshit. You don't have to make some right now, babe.
Whatever.
The reason I want him to make the Kool-Aid is because our container of sugar is currently empty, so it needs to be refilled.
Oh, is that what I...
Okay. So I've kind of gone through, and I didn't clean my brush or anything. I just continued going lighter and lighter colors. but still not bright enough at the tips for me. So I think I am going to get, I've got a white pearl. I think I'm going to try that. I don't know if it's going to work because it's such a thin paint. It might not actually do anything. But I do have a straight up white that I can put on there. And then I can kind of blend it with, not blend it, but I have fairy dust effects from Army Painter. And it just makes everything. It basically takes anything that you have and makes it shiny like a metallic. Which is really what I want to do. And I'm not cleaning my brush here either, because I do want it that blue. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to end up having to put white on the tips to get them to be like glowing. You know, like as things get glowing really, really bright. I'm going to move this so I can stop having that shine back there. As they start to glow really, really bright, they get like white. White. That's what I want to see at the tips. It may just be I need to build up the color and keep going, but we'll see. But he's fun, and I love him, and I wanted to paint him. Just because, in general, I mean, Godzilla's pretty freaking awesome. I'm trying to remember the name of a movie I watched that I thought was going to be super funny. It was about big giant monsters. And it's got, oh God, I don't remember his name, but he played Andy on The Office, I think. No, that's not him. He looks like him. I don't know why I always confuse those two actors, but I do. My paint was starting to like clump up in the brush, so I kind of washed it a little bit. Anyway, I thought it was going to be really funny. And it definitely had funny parts. Colossal. I think that's the name of it. Definitely had funny parts, but it was way more serious than I thought it was going to be. That's still a really good movie. Wasn't that the name of that movie? Colossal? With the big giant monsters? No.
With the woman controlling them?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so. And it's the guy I always confuse with Andy from The Office, but it's not him. They look alike to me. They're both comedians. They're both really funny. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yes, I do believe that's the name of it.
Yeah, I know it's... I don't know if Anne Hathaway is the right name, but it's the woman from... That was... When she was a kid, she was in that Cinderella take where...
Ella.
She had to do... Ella, that's it. She had to do whatever she was told.
That's Anne Hathaway. One of the very few actresses or actors that I know the proper name for. I have a tendency to name actors whatever their character name was when I first it was introduced to them, or the first time I remember them, like Andy from The Office or Michael Scott, again, Office. But Turkish is kind of like a great example of that. Still don't know that boy's name, but the first time I ever saw him and knew him was from the movie Snatch, and he played Turkish. So now I call him Turkish. Ty, what's Turkish's name? Turkish.
Turkish?
Yeah.
Jason Statham?
Jason Statham, that's his name. I call him Turkish. But, well, yes, I would. But Ty always knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, see, I just keep going on the layers and it's getting brighter. It's hard to tell on screen. That really kind of sucks. I guess you can see it right here. Right there. You can see it is building up. Why are we doing monster sounds? That's not how you make Kool-Aid. It's in there roaring like a monster. You dork. 2 minutes Turkish, yes, exactly. We do that all the time. When I'm cooking dinner or Ty's cooking dinner, one of us will ask how long, and it's always 2 minutes Turkish. It's kind of awesome. Max just got me really good. I was even looking at the monitor trying to see if they could see the differences this was making. And I still managed to miss the notification that happens right before the sound. Why don't you put on beard cam and say hello?
I don't know which button that is.
It says beard cam. Hit the one that says beard cam.
Okay. There's 3 that say beard.
Well, hit him and see what happens. Hey guys, if
Oh,
we go
I got it.
offline, it's Izzy's fault. Because, like
Messing with
every
buttons.
mother should teach their child, push a button and see what happens.
We were turning on beard cam.
I told her to push beard cam and say hi.
You're right, I don't. I'm turning it off now.
Why?
Because
Isn't her hair so cute? I did it and I was terrified and I was so upset that they even asked me to cut their hair like that. But it turned out really cute.
in all fairness, Cora and I were totally just gonna do it ourselves. You just interjected.
I interjected because I was terrified of what the hell you two were going to do, because I have seen what you two have done.
Well, okay, the initial plan was to leave all of this longer as it
You're
is.
pointing to me, but they can't see you, so do it.
Okay, so the original plan was to leave all of the stuff on top longer and then buzz cut everything else like it is in the back.
And the back was
Have it all
quite a bit
short.
shorter. It's grown out quite a bit.
Yeah, I need to get it all trimmed up again.
I need to cut your dad's hair too. The problem is with haircuts, I tend to like to do them on the back porch, and then the wind just takes away all the hair. I still end up coated in the shit, but at least my house is not coated in it. Because it may not look like it, but their hair is super freaking thick.
It is.
Nick has the thickest of us all.
My buddy Wicked, I was just at their house this past weekend, and
Wicked Angel, look them up on Twitch. They stream all the time. They're awesome.
Wicked Angel Zero,
Wicked Angel Zero, thank you.
we were getting ready to do D&D, and she touched
If you're gonna talk, beard cam it.
She was petting my hair, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so thick and soft." I'm like, "Yep, it's only thick because it's short." So yeah.
Damn it, I didn't get him.
Oh.
I was trying to scare you.
Well, it didn't work.
I noticed.
I'm too used to the Ducky of Doom.
Jackass. Okay, that is definitely looking brighter. Okay, I'm happier with that now. What do you think, kiddo?
I like it.
Is there anything of mine that you don't, to be fair? Like, I could put blue on a turd and you would think it was amazing.
No, I wouldn't actually. It's
I'd be able
very-
to tell you what color.
If I put enough paint on it, you wouldn't know it was a turd. They're literally just sitting in Dad's chair zoning out. It's kind of cute.
I'm not usually here, so.
No, you're not. But that's okay. Time check, Bella Bella.
It is 8:17. Gareth says, "Well, I'm out, guys. It was a fun stream. See you later.
Night, see ya.
Bye."
Alright, Isabella. We have 3 cars. What color should one of them be?
Cars like the vroom vroom car.
Yeah, vroom vroom cars on the base.
It's
Godzilla, destruction of
I would
property.
say do them like the vehicles we have, but that'd be a bit boring because 2 of the vehicles are just black.
Yeah. Well,
You watch your mouth.
My van is black, Dad's car is dark gray, and yours is silver.
Dad's truck is not dark gray.
Okay. Well, then I have 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do
In which case,
Bye Creep Show.
in my
See you
soul,
later.
don't mind.
We're gonna do 1 car black, 1 car light gray, almost white, and we'll do 1 car dark gray. Yes.
She just asked for a time check, and I told her.
He's very used to me going over. But I actually think I'm going to stop here. Because anything else I do is going to be very, very much more puzzle suction, and I'll be going for hours. I am very happy with
Creepshow says
like
later,
that.
must get some sleep later, Creepshow.
I saw that.
Oh, I'm not used to you reading.
I know. I don't when you're in the chair. I only do when I have to. And that's when you're not in the chair. But
Regina
Regina
says you
red. Call her whatever you want. I call her
you
red.
could do my car color, which is deep blue chameleon shift to green.
No! Just no!
On behalf of colorblind people everywhere, sounds made up.
It's tiny! Okay, hang on, wait. No, okay, wait. What was it? Color shift. Deep blue chameleon to...
Shift to green.
Let me see what I got here. Silver, pink. I've got blue to gold. Yay? Nay? Oh, I bet it's gorgeous. That's a tiny car, and I don't want to do that manually. So, the closest collection I have, I've got green to gold, or I mean, it says golden yellow to burnt orange, but it looks green to orange, or I've got yellow to blue. So, pick one of those, and I will put one of those on there as a car. Because I think they're too tiny for me to do what I normally would do for color shifters, is I paint it all black, and then I take these and I do the shift on, one side. I bring the color down on one side and up on the other, and that's kind of how I do that shift. So you can pick one of these 2 color shifters, Regina, and I will put that on there for your car. But otherwise, that's too small for me to do a proper color shift. They're like literally as big as my fingernail. Oh, I got cool.
Yeah, you got Kool-Aid. You asked for
I
it.
asked him to make Kool-Aid, but I didn't realize he actually made me a cup of Kool-Aid. Let's go gold. Well, I knew he was making it. The gold to pale blue, is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean. So I'm going to shake that bottle up.
Is this the one you use for the dishwasher?
And these, I don't think they work as well as they should, honestly. I think part of it is user error. I think I need to put more coats on. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with his things now. His spikies. I think I need to probably put more coats of paint on to get it to shift properly. Let's see, he stands here. So that's going to be the most noticeable one. So, Regina, you're getting this car over here. I know they just said something, but I didn't read it.
Gina says, sorry. Yes, sorry, I am building my craft cart and my hands are busy.
Nice.
That's fun.
That, honestly, that's what I've got. Like I showed earlier in the stream was my paint cart. That's the beautiful thing about this, is it's on wheels. So this is where I paint when I'm streaming, but normally, like right over there is where I have a painting station set up. That's my painting desk over there. And I go over there to paint, and this just rolls back and forth between the two rooms. It's pretty freaking amazing. So I sometimes go and grab, you know, I need this paint, this paint, this paint to bring over here. But most of the time, like when Cora was painting that dragon head and they could only use purples, we literally grabbed every single purple we could find off the cart and brought that over, but we didn't bring the cart itself. And that's why, you know, because they couldn't have anything else. But in general, yeah, I just bring that cart back and forth. So I'm applying it fairly thick, hoping that that will kind of help it. Because, I mean, I can even see, while it's hard to tell, but I can see from here that it's already getting a gold shine. And it does look like these paints are really pretty, but they don't tend to, I have trouble seeing that shift of colors happen. Okay, we'll let that dry for a minute. I know I have just, you know what, I'm going to mix. Because I've got that steel beam, but I don't have a steel color over here. And I've got a couple of drain pipes. So what I'm going to do is I still have some of that really dark metallic out. So I've got a little bit of silver right here. I'm going to mix these together real quick. This is my art and craft supplies. Were the last big area to unpack and organize from our move from over a year ago. Yeah, I get that. Honestly, if that's like for the longest time, that was something that, you know, any art supplies were just stowed away and I got them out when I needed them and that was it. Just because I just didn't do it very often. And the more often I've been doing things like this, the more I'm like, okay, I need a dedicated space. And it's like, really what it boils down to is part of the reason I didn't do them, I'm mixing colors, so I'm like looking off over here while I'm mixing. Part of the reason I don't do this so often is because it's such an ordeal to get these items out and ready. You know, it's like every time I want to paint, I got to spend 20 minutes finding the things I need to paint. So having a dedicated space, oh, I just turned my light off on accident. Having a dedicated space to paint on all the time means I can literally walk over, sit down, and start painting. So it's quite a bit nice, or quite a bit, but I don't know what I'm saying. I like it. That's what I'm saying. I like it. I kind of hated not knowing where to exactly find my stuff. Yeah, I get that. It's not fun having to search and struggle, and it's like, you know I have this, especially with craft, you know, it's like, I know I have this exact color that I need right here right now for this thing. It's just nowhere to be found. See, this is why I said I wasn't going to go on to any other details, because I knew this was what was going to happen. But now I'm going to paint my beams that are on the base. I will, like I said, basically as soon as this is done, I will put photos in Discord of the giant Godzilla that I'm currently printing. Because it's like when the base finished printing, because I've printed Godzilla quite a few times now. It's pretty popular on the store. When the base finished printing, I just kind of stared at it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh my good lord. Because the 80 mil base is kind of the most popular. And the 100 mil base is the full scale that this is supposed to be printed at. But, you know, I can print whatever size I want to print. Well, not whatever size I want, but not yet. Just looking for other beams. There's another one right there. Man, the sewer pipes popping out every which way is really kind of freaking cool. You know, you don't notice all of the details. Like, here's a sewer pipe, car, pipe, beam, pipe, and this drizzle coming out right here, which is completely upside down at the moment, but you still can see what it is. That is definitely going to be like a neon glow-in-the-dark green. And there's just like rubble and trash all in here. It's really kind of cool. Oh, there's another sewer pipe right there. Huh. I knew it had a whole bunch of detail in it. I've looked at it enough to know that there was a gazillion little bits every which way. I just didn't notice exactly what was in it, which is still pretty cool. Like, this all looks like, you know, some of this could be like a windshield and stuff like that. So, anyway, you can see, Regina, your car is shiny. It is definitely gold.
Sawdust says it's rubble and Flintstone.
Yeah. It's definitely got a gold sheen, but when I tilt it is when it's supposed to do the color shift. And I see green, and I see gold, and that's it. But this was supposed to be gold to pale blue. There's no blue in there at all. But I can fix that.
It's shiny.
I told you it was too small to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because now I must have a blue and gold car. Or blue and... Wait, I gotta back up. Gold, or blue and green is what it needs to be. Okay. Hold on my screen here. Technically, we can go off air whenever you're ready. I'm just going to sit here and make Regina's car look like Regina's car. Don't think I have vermilion blue, though. This is the one I didn't like earlier. Problem is, I don't have a paintbrush small enough for what I want to do right here. Because I didn't think I'd be working on the base, but that's okay. I'm going pretty heavy blue in the front. Kind of lightly going in the back. And what I'll do is I'll put the green in the back. And kind of mix it to the front. It's not soft enough. It's really what it boils down to. Clunk, 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 clunk. Yes, he's making clunky noises.
Izzy's not sorry.
Izzy never is sorry. I'm going to have to go with a big, giant, fluffy brush because what I really need right now is soft. If you're wanting a hug, you have to wait.
I am waiting.
Because I am waiting. I am trying to get this color right before I move on to the green that I don't have over here. Izzy, run! Green, top drawer.
Over here or
Nope.
actual
Drawer.
White thing.
Oh, the acrylic.
Yes. Okay. I need the green. I need the green.
I was busy. Did you see this one from Sawdust?
No.
Make one of the cars a Pinto so it can blow up on Godzilla's toe.
Do you want the metallic green?
Yes, metallic green. Quick, run, run, run. I'm wet blending, child.
Oh.
That's like extreme road rage. Damn you, Godzilla! I was trying to get to work. Sawdust says it's cool looking.
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you, is what I should have said there, not yes. But you know how like you start doing something and you're really happy with it?
It makes you an egomaniac.
Yes. Ooh, is that the wind?
Yeah, it's kicking.
Wow.
Well, we have weather coming in this week. Thursday.
Okay, so now, oops, get it to focus. Babe, will you focus me, please? Right here on the car.
Okay.
That's better. So now you can see the back side of the car is green. And when I tilt to the front, it's blue. You can see a little bit of the blue going into the green and a little bit of the green going into the blue, which is what the color shifters are supposed to do for me. But they all tend to look like one tone to me. But there you go, Regina. There's your car. And I will throw some mud on the side of it. And also, hold on. It is a crashed car. So, it's going to have a little graffiti on it. Let's see. Let me get the right paint here for it so that it's as easily seen. Nope, not the right color. I need red. That's an ink, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, just bring the paint back over. Darn it, don't read that. Yeah, what?
You're not supposed to read it yet.
Sorry. Okay. I'm not looking for that. Ink. Let's see. Graffiti red. I want graffiti red. There you are. I am not reading. I am not reading.
Okay. The color shifters, this is Sawdust Dragon. The color shifters found out how much the gear shifters make and went on strike. So the first thing, I've got to read it now. The first one said, Sawdust said, the color shifters found out how much the great. I thought maybe it was a Turing test or something. Like we're going to see if there's some AI involved here, see if we could fool some humans.
Okay, no shaking anything.
Darn left-handed typing, Sawdust says. Yeah, Regina says they have rain tomorrow over here and wintry mix on Thursday. We have something like that too, actually, here in Missouri.
Where's the focus?
Well, it's not on autofocus, Goober. What do you want from me? What do you want from me, man?
There we go. I got it. There you go,
Well,
Regina.
I did it.
Your car got graffitied.
By Robin from Batman, it looks like.
It's red for Regina. It's a big R. Here, we'll put an L on the back. Mainly because both of those letters are super easy to write. If you have paint on your brush, that is.
You can't keep making Isabel away.
There, you got an L on the back of it. So now you know whose car it is. And I don't know why they moved the paint in the most awkward way they possibly could when it fits back there.
No, I tried putting it back there and it didn't work. Look,
Okay, guys, that is going to be it for
Oh,
me.
are you sure? Soda says, can you paint a blue line with red paint?
I can, actually.
You're failing that Turing test. Sorry, go ahead.
Do it right over here.
Thank you. Okay, you got us.
he walked into that one.
This is part of the conversation we were having earlier, actually.
Soda Dragon says, oh, snap!
Yeah, I'm a smartass. Okay, guys. I'm going to go because I am over. But I only went over a little bit. And it was because Regina needed their car done. Which, as it dries more, you can see more of the green to blue. So, it is a green to blue shift color car with an R and an L just for you, Regina, because I love you. And thank you for being understanding that you're